Kia ora, Sagittarius. How are you? Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for the full moon in Gemini happening later tonight. And wow, actually on Sunday night, I just went to sit outside. It was a very still evening, and even though the moon wasn't totally full, but I was looking at it. There's a little bit of cloud, but you could see the moon. But then it was literally like a split second. It suddenly had this really gorgeous pink, goldy pink sort of, you know how the moon does sometimes, especially in the winter here actually. It has that sort of aura around it, that reflective quality, and it just suddenly kind of appeared like that. Possibly it's about the influence of that Tongan volcanic blast earlier in the year. Anywho, all right, so we've got your cards out, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining me. Do like, it helps to shift the algorithm and gets more people to see these videos. I appreciate that a lot. And remember, these are very general readings, so take what resonates, just leave what doesn't. Let's have a look. Wow, we've got art, we've got alchemy. Something's in the mix, Sagittarius. Something's processing, you could say. Why? Well, we're heading into a new portal. We're heading into a new zone. We've completed some things here, I suppose. This is the fortune, the wheel of fortune. Somewhere within this fermentation, whatever's going on for you, we always go and clarify. This is called art in the Thoth deck. It is temperance. It is temperance. What am I talking about? Alchemy. A process is going on, and it's moving you to a new spin of the wheel. It's moving you to a new thing. With the fortune card, now you may well know what that is already, or you might not. We've got the star, beautiful card of healing. We act as a bridge between this world and the great vast beyonds up there in the planets and the stars, which is very Sagittarian, isn't it? Aiming for great heights, shooting that arrow out there. This is a card primarily of healing, the star. So there seems to be a story or a backstory, Sagittarius, here that obviously has led up to this point where there is the fermentation starts. It brings us new opportunities, actually, and a large level of surrendering, healing, strip back naked. We're truly being ourselves. With that, we've got the 10 of Cups, fulfillment. I mean, this is emotional fulfillment. It's really the height of that. It's like full satisfaction. So let's look at, let us look at the Temperance card. You might have quite a few irons in the fire, as it were. Lots of... This is actually good for you. I mean, I don't mean to sound like some sort of mother figure. It's good for you. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We get the star again. You've got, this is actually really good. You've got a lot of potentials and possibilities, a lot of interests that possibly are being investigated, or you see that they can actually happen. That you see that. We get two other cards coming out, which may well be aspects of yourself, Sagittarius. They could be people in your life also, whatever works for you. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. These are two the Knights always move very quickly. These may well be aspects of yourself that are really pushing you into and through and back onto that Wheel of Fortune, of the emotion, of the fire. We're working within these two elements at the moment. Maybe integrating them within yourself. Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune for Sagittarius. There's something going on. There's something going on in the house of Sagittarius. We get the Ten of Discs coming out for that Wheel of Fortune. Something's primed you. Actually, something has primed you for this, and it's something to do, I do think, with your upbringing, your value system, your loyalties, your upbringing, where you came from, is somehow connected to the new opportunities, the new projects, the new bounty that you're entering into. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, we grow up with these values and what's important and what we need to strive for. Some of those things get sort of understood and let go of along the way, but other things stand true throughout our lives. That's our base and foundation. And I do think it is yours. Actually, you're utilising that. With that, we get the Three of Discs, working with others in collaboration, building foundations, building new foundations. Collaborative work here. Interesting, Sagittarius. We find a balance here with the Empress. We find a balance in being able to do this. I think because of offering ourselves a large level of acceptance and forgiveness and all of those things, and that you're able to nurture other people that are involved in this, whatever this is. There seem to be quite a few people involved. Well, these are aspects of yourself. This is an experimental energy with the Prince of Wands. Risk-taking, taking a leap of faith. But we have the King of Swords as well. So it's a leap of faith that's is backed up by a large level of unclouded clarity and discernment. What's the star here? Because the stars appeared twice. Healing. Maybe healing from a past. Look, we've got the Five of Wands, laying down boundaries. It's not really a fight. It's more like just figuring out your boundaries, drawing a line. And then we've got the Two of Cups. Could be in terms of healing, in terms of relationships or a relationship. But let's look at the Ten of Cups. There's definitely a new project coming up. And it's something that you've wanted or sort of tried to formulate in the past. We have the Ace of Wands, the gift of vitality, and we are giving it shape, enthusiasm, fire. You know, that fire within Sagittarius. Creativity, vitality, and pure essence that you're, can I use the word channeling? I don't really want to use that word, but that's passing through you, and you're getting activated by this wand. You know, there's a wonderful productivity of sorts, or, you know, that generates, what generates this Wheel of Fortune is, in fact, this sort of a level of emotional satisfaction often, because it allows us to feel quite secure. And so we can take some risks, venture out there. We're doing that at this time. And with that Ace of Wands, we've got the Queen of Swords. How could you go wrong? You just can't. If there's any doubt there, just disregard. Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy. Yeah, well, you know, there are a lot of faces pressed up against the window wanting to come inside. We've got the topsy-turvy. Look, there can be a level of confusion here, but I kind of always see it like it's having all these little faces, you know, pressed up at the window, looking what looks, what's that? What looks like that? That way looks exactly the same that way. Interesting. But lots of little faces, and then another wee face of Sylvanus removing the mask of truth to reveal the truth. It is a paradoxical card, but we get sort of spurred on here because as soon as lovely Sylvanus reveals, you know, his sacral area just lights up like a Christmas tree. Activation across the nation. Sagittarius. Let's get a rock mineral crystal. As I say, these readings are very general. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Just one rock mineral crystal for Sagittarius, please. Just as a guide. We've got smoky quartz, which is quite gorgeous. Dispels negative energy. Home protection, earth connection, achieving career success. I do believe that you are actually fulfilling something, Sagittarius, at the moment, whether this could be about anything in your life, projects, work, anything. But I do see you on that. Just about to reap a level of bounty from it. On that note, thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful full moon in Gemini, your counterpart. And have a wonderful week, Sagittarius. Ka kite, bye.